So about a month ago, there's this guy in my gym. Basically, I go out of the, I go out of the front desk, and there's like the front desk in the gym, and there's the elevator. Just you go and you go that way, and there's like four elevators, and you always wait for like a couple seconds until one of them opens, and so I click the button of the floor I want to go in, and uh, to the left of me there's this one guy about 21 years old. He's pretty short and he's pretty skinny. He's not like buff, and I think I saw him in the gym. He's not lifting a lot of weight. He's lifting about less the weight I am lifting, and I'm not that big, honestly, and I was not even less big, and mm, and he was like scrolling on his phone, watching something, and then he just looks over his shoulder to me. He says, "Oh, look at this, man!" It was like enthusiasm. He was like, "Yo, look at this!" And I was very shy and awkward back then, like 2 months ago, and I was like, what? And I try to be social a bit, but I'm like very socially awkward. So he shows me the video like, "Oh yeah, isn't that like so amazing?" Yeah, so yeah, it's not like so amazing, and I'm like being the social. I'm like, mm, yeah, and he continues talking about something, and I like nod again. It was like, yo, it's so amazing that they did this, and I like nod, and I stand in the elevator, very uncomfortable, and then like a week after, or a few days after, I go back to the gym and I see that guy, and he goes there. I think he high fives me or he fist bumps me. He says, "Oh, what's up, big boy? What's your name?" And then straight up, he was social again. And he was, and I started opening him up to him a bit more, because back in the elevator, I didn't really want to talk to anyone. And yeah, he knew my name because he asked me that in the elevator, our first encounter, but he just continued to speak to me. And as I walk off after like saying some hi to him, "Oh, what's your name? Oh, what you together there?" And he asks a question. He's very enthusiastic and nice. And I see him walk away, and I see him just going and speaking like with every single one of the guys and like the machine and like the cables area. I see him speak with every single one of them, and I see every single one. He high fives them, if he responds to them, he says something, maybe compliments them and stuff, and he's always smiling. He's always happy, and um, he just I see him in the weeks after. And then as he starts warming up to me more, and I start, realizing I need to be more social, and then like a week ago, mm, I like he said he needed to go back to the army. He had some duties and stuff because he's in the army, and so he like went back to the army and then went off, and I learned a bit about how being actually more social. So I asked some questions about the army, and he said I need to go to martial arts practice. And he's like, "Oh yeah, that's nice and stuff." And he asked me questions, and how was your dance? How was it? What workout are you doing? And I noticed I asked lots of questions, and straight up I put pop-ups in my mind. The book How to Influence and Influence People, and that book is a legendary book, by the way. You gotta try it. And so I really recommend to read it. And one of the things that says there is uh, have sincere, genuine interest in the other person, which is something you guys don't really do because you just, sit there in the gym and you just, sitting there, and when you speak to somebody, you don't actually ask them what the things is like and stuff. And more importantly, is a few days after I told him that I go to MMA practice. So I made him again. I'm like, "Oh, what's up? Yeah, we're really friendly." We go there. He's like, "I'm not saying he's a friend because he's just a nice guy." But I high five him and stuff. And he asked me, "Oh, how is it about martial arts?" And he just like this movement, like the movement that people who don't actually know how to box do, which is like this, and and it really was my heart. I like I paused for a second because I'm like what, and I'm like oh yeah, it's been good. I only have it on Monday, and yeah, and then after we end the conversation, I think to myself, bro, he remembers actually that I have this and had that, and I think he does that with every single guy. And just molds my hand. I thought like that guy is a social skills master. He's a he's like a if this was a video game, he was like a legendary master mythic rant class because he has insane social skills without even knowing. He just likes out of people. He's always smiley, enthusiastic, and I'm gonna give you a few things I learned from that guy that you can adopt to actually become, more like basically um, better at social skills and becoming that social butterfly that everybody likes and make it easy for you to have a lot of friends. So the first thing is the thing I picked up the most out of them is his enthusiasm. No matter who he talks to, he's always very enthusiastic. He moves his hand and stuff, and he has just zest for life in general. But basically, he's just a very enthusiastic guy and stuff. And then how you can love this? Just smile, honestly, more smile, because he was always smile. He would always be like, yeah, he would always smile. So when he would see you, he would always smile when he would see you, and like, oh, what's up, big boy? Yeah. Mm. He would always smile, and he always be so happy, and that would make you so happy to see him. So that is what you do. You just become more enthusiastic. Don't just how's been your day now? How's been your day, man? And after you spoke to like one two people, you get in that social mood, and you'll become more enthusiastic. Second thing I learned from him is that anybody is approachable. He talked to the biggest guys in the gym, the smallest, the little buff 14-year-old, the old grandma, every single guy he talked to, which I may think, bro, social skills is so good regardless of age, gender, muscle mass, whatever. Everybody, even the big like Russian guys like him. Everybody likes him in that gym. The trainers like him because he's just so nice. So it taught me anybody is approachable if you got the right mindset and skill. Third thing is what I told you in the story that he actually remembers stuff about people, and 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 it's so unique because most people honestly only care about their selves. But if you think that you only care about you, that if another guy cares about you, then you're gonna like him because you don't care about him. You only care about yourself. So that's why if another guy cares about you and has genuine interest for you, you're going to like him more. And and when some guy actually remembers stuff, the easiest thing to learn is the name or birthday because you'll be so much happy. Let's say you talk to a guy like for like 1 minute, small conversation, and you tell him your name and stuff, and maybe your birthday comes up, and you just say hi to him, and you walk away. And the next time you meet him, he knows your birthday and he knows your name, and this just warms you up because you think you remember. That's so nice. So remember one additional detail about every single guy you meet apart from their name. That's your actionable. That's the practical thing. Apart from that guy's name or girl's name, remember either their birthday, their favorite color, whatever detail that is unique like to them. And a birthday it could work really well. I have this a female friend which she's like really good at birthdays and stuff. So that's something you could try. Next thing I learned from him is that you can I cannot phrase that. Yeah, so next thing I learned from him is that the most important thing is asking questions, because the people, if that even that are the least receptive, always ask those questions, right? Because making statements is okay when having a conversation, but he half of his conversation is questions. He's like, "Oh, and how was your day?" And you tell them, "Oh, and stuff, and how was it?" And before even enough, he basically makes the whole conversation about you by asking questions. And so this relates to him remembering and having genuine interest. But again, it's all connected. If you like genuinely have interest in the other person and stuff, well, mm, it's just you're just better off. So he just would ask so many questions. This is something we really should practice on a family member or a stranger or whatever. Just ask them more questions. If on a regular day, a regular thing, you wouldn't ask questions, then like just ask more questions. Pretty simple. And that's what I learned from him. But something you need to learn from me, because I I want you to actually improve your social skills and become that type of social guy, is that you gotta do this a lot of times and practice a lot of time. Because he wasn't he was probably born pretty social, and it's and but you probably are not, because you're watching a video of a guy explaining to you that you're not social. So I would say that you gotta practice so much. This is the thing I didn't understand. It was that practice is all that matters and when improving social skills. If you just go up and speak to anybody about anything for any amount of time, you'll level up your social skills. And when your social skills ends down here right now, then you need to level it up. And it's going to be so easy to level up. You just walk outside, I don't give a fuck, just jump out the window. Don't die, obviously, but jump out the window and just talk to anybody. This is how you become that hyper social guy, that butterfly that everybody wants to be friends with. Peace.